Hi guys, Irina here and welcome back to my channel where I review everything tech. In today's video, let's see how good the camera is on the Samsung Galaxy A32. It's a budget phone that you could get for around $280 in the US. And today, let's compare this phone to the Google Pixel 4a 5G. Both of these phones have the ultra-wide cameras. However, the Galaxy A32 also sports a macro camera and a depth camera. Speaking of which, let's take a look at some photos taken in a portrait mode. You can adjust the amount of blur after you've taken a portrait on both of these phones, but keep in mind that the Pixel zooms in to take a portrait, while the Galaxy A32 takes photos as is with no zoom. As you can see, we have slightly different colors. It's especially noticeable if you look at my jacket. Also, from my experience, the Pixel phones always produce sharper looking portraits than the other phones, so you can see more details and texture in the photos from the Pixel 4a 5G. When it comes to skin tones, both of these phones produce pretty natural colors, but it seems like the Galaxy A32 makes my skin look slightly smoother and brighter than it is in real life. Speaking of separation from the background, we have a few flaws here in the portrait from the Pixel 4a 5G, and looks like the Galaxy A32 did a better job here. Now let's take a look at some random daylight photos and you can judge them for yourself. Now let's see how good these phones are when it comes to zoomed photos. A quick reminder for you guys, neither of these phones have a dedicated telephoto camera, so these phones have to rely on the digital zoom of their main cameras. And looking at these 2x zoom photos, they both look pretty good to me, but let's take a closer look here. The shot from the A32 seems sharper to me, especially if you look at the columns of the building and windows. Let's look at these 7x zoom photos. By the way, this is the maximum zoom for the Pixel 4a 5G, while the Galaxy A32 can go up to 10x. To me, the shot from the Galaxy A32 looks kind of rough, especially if you look at the grass, and I like the photo from the Pixel much better here. A few more zoomed photos for you guys. Next, let's take a look at the ultra-wide photos. As I previously mentioned, both of these phones have the ultra-wide cameras, and the first thing you could notice is that we have a significantly wider field of view on the ultra-wide camera of the Galaxy A32, so you could fit more into the frame, but keep in mind that you will get more distortion in your photos as well. And when it comes to colors, the Galaxy A32 provides really bright and vivid photos, but the shots from the Pixel 4a 5G look more realistic. Now let's switch gears and talk about the front cameras of these phones. We have a 13 megapixel camera on the Galaxy A32 and an 8 megapixel camera on the Pixel 4a 5G. Let's take a look at some selfies. And from my experience, the front camera on the Galaxy A32 feels less reliable than the one on the Pixel 4a 5G because oftentimes I get blown out selfies like this. And it looks like the best selfies I got were actually taken indoors, so just keep it in mind. And now let's test the sound quality and the video quality of these selfie cameras. So this is the sound from the Galaxy A32. And now I'm switching to the Pixel 4a 5G. So this is the sound from the Pixel 4a 5G. What do you think, guys? Now let's talk about the videos. Let's start with the stabilization test. And when you shoot 4K videos, as you can see, the stabilization is pretty bad on the Galaxy A32. However, if you switch to 1080p, you get pretty decent video stabilization on the Galaxy A32. And let's look at some side-by-side 4K videos and you can judge them for yourself. Now let's talk about the night photos. Both of these phones have the night mode, and I would say the night mode on the Galaxy A32 is not as reliable as the one on the Pixel 4a 5G. The night shots on the Pixel look noticeably crisper and more detailed. And let's look at some videos taken in low light and you can judge them for yourself. That's all for this video, guys. Not bad for budget phones, huh? I hope this video was helpful for you, especially if you're thinking about getting a new phone and curious about the camera performance. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.